Good afternoon, everybody. I am going to do Nanana's Buried Treasure episode 4 review. I hope you enjoy this review very much as you watched the episode. In this episode, it gotten pretty interesting, you know. It was awesome at certain points and ways, you know. I mean, when I looked at it, I didn't know what to expect. I did not know what to expect, but in the end, it gotten crazy. It gotten funny as well, probably. Well, not for me as much, but at the beginning of the episode, you know, like there was this thing about Nanana having to talk to some girl or making a deal with her, but she ends up leaving the room in the end, and Nanana says like, "I thought you were gonna find my killer," you know, and she said, "I'm sorry, I cannot fulfill that wish for you," you know, like there's something about like if I look for the killer or I don't find the killer, I'll be killed too, you know, and later like she said, "Don't worry, I'm pretty sure someone else will like help you find your killer the moment they move in," you know, and that was the end of the beginning, and we end up seeing where the master detective ends up talking to Jugo, but after hugging him or something and knowing what's going on, she goes like, "You're not Jugo." The guy takes off his mask. "Oh, you that surprised, you know?" And later he ends up running around being chased around and ends up being shot at millions and millions of times, you know. I'm like thinking, oh dear me. Crazy stuff. And Jugo ends up talking to another, like, talks to the real Jugo and gives her the jewel that will, like, reveal, like, if they're lying or not. By that time, they end up having a little match with the president of the club, including his right-hand assistant, or just assistant, you know. The girl ends up taking out the right-hand assistant, and Jugo ends up having a little like quarrel with like the president of the club, you know, talking here and there, and then so forth. And later it was like some kind of battle of endurance or something, because like Jugo thinks his dreams is hella stupid. Even the master detectives is even more ridiculous, and I just find it funny at certain points, you know. And well, I didn't find it funny, but I don't know why I said that, but I got nothing else to say. But later, like looks like the cane had a limit or something, or had some kind of flaws after being hit. And when I look at Jugo, man, he's got some strong stamina. I'm not so sure what kind of training he went through, but the way I look at it, it has to be some kind of strong. It must be some kind of tough training he must have been through, because all those hits and dodges he took on, damn, that's gotta be like, you gotta be really strong right there, you know. And later, like, we end up seeing, like, after the cane had his flaws, at this point, I thought he was gonna hit him, but later when I look at it, it's just like, wow, I can't believe he actually didn't want to hit him, you know, after taking all those hits to the body and to the mind and soul, you know. And later he just says, "Alright, just hand me over the cane, that's it." Later on he gets knocked out by another guy. Ends up getting knocked out by another guy, and they end up running. The girl he made a deal with to give her the eye detector, gave her the treasure, like to know who's lying or something, ask him, "Hey, you okay? Why didn't you punch him?" Even though he says, "Good question, why didn't I?" He ends up thinking in his mind, I cannot even beat someone up like who has some kind of stupid dream like that, you know. Later on, the three people that ran away, the president, his assistant, and then maybe like his boss, or I don't know, another friend, get surrounded by a bunch of army men or something, and a couple tanks and helicopters. I'm like laughing. Oh wow, pretty damn well like ridiculous, seeing how the master detective does all this stuff, you know. And then the president of the adventure club says, "Hey, how about you take the cane and you leave me, my comrades, alone? Is that okay?" And later, like the detective sends a message, "I don't steal, I do business, blah blah blah." Gives him like 1 million yen or something, or I don't know, something like that. I'm like thinking, wow, that's a lot of money right there, you know. And later, like the master detective ends up having a little talk with Jugo, thinking like, oh, you must be working with Matsuri, blah blah blah, you know, and knowing that like I'm asking for assistance here and there hacking to his phone, knowing what the hell's going on, and Jugo's like saying, "So what? You're going to like turn me over to the police?" She says, "Nah, I'd rather have some kind of rival with me, even evil here, evil there, you know." And Jugo's like, "I can't fulfill that kind of a role for you, okay?" You know. She says, and Tensai says, "Oh, you don't need to do it now, you know. I could wait. I'm gonna move into room 203 in the Happy House or something." I'm like thinking, his life is gonna get more interesting and better, you know. And before all that happened, he met up with the president and warns him like, don't betray us again. You hear me? He says, "There's no way I can guarantee that." I was thinking in my mind, then go to hell. I ain't gonna do this anymore. But if there's nothing else to do, oh well, just deal with it, you know. It's like that. Later, he ends up having a little talk with his own dad or something. Kind of a crazy heated argument over the cell phone, you know, like over the cell phone. I'm like, dang, never thought like it'll get this kind of tense, you know. It looks like to me he either like he doesn't get along with his own dad or something, or somewhat, you know. But you know, there's nothing else like anyone else anything that you can do about it, especially if you have a bad relationship with your own father. I know I do, you know. And later, like yeah, that's the ending of the episode. Well, before the ending, like he talks to Nanana, ends up saying like I gave her a fake ID lie detector thing, you know. I'm like thinking, dang, you're pretty good at this, you know. How is it that you could give away a duplicate and then not get away with it, you know? Pretty like straightforward right there. And it's like Nanana doesn't care because like she has faith in him that he will find her killer or something. I'm like thinking, yeah, that's some strong faith right there, you know. Kind of like crazy stuff over there at certain points. Well, this episode was alright, you know. What I really am surprised and interested, like what happened here is like strong endurance right here, you know, and knowing that like having not to punch a guy even though he did a lot of damage to you and betrayed you and stuff. I mean, it takes a lot of courage or mental strength to actually not even do anything, but gives him a warning and so forth. And yeah, I thought this episode was alright. I think I'll give it maybe a 4 out of 5. You know, I mean, nothing much happened, but a lot of like strength within what Jugo has, you know. I mean, this guy's interesting. Hope to see more. Great episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this review as much as you watched the episode. Have an awesome day, people. Peace out. Alpha Zero Forum. See you later.